The New England Patriots just got another good sign coming out of rookie minicamp. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. On the daily Patriots content, don't miss out. Subscribe, like, comment below. Three easy things. Question today. First, simple. What has been your favorite thing coming out of rookie minicamp? Let's hear from you. Now, top of the episode, what we're going to be talking about is Mr. Joe Cordona. Every time I see that last name, I always think of the cryptocurrency, ADA. Anyways, that's me. We're not talking cryptocurrency. But anyways, Big Joe was released. Mike Vrabel coming out, talking about it, essentially saying, listen, no hard feelings. I know the man has been with the team for a long time as well, Super Bowl champion, all these different things, but they thought it best to go with Julian Ashby. You have to do what you got to do. If that is what you think is your best bet as the coach moving forward in this rebuild, you have to do what you got to do. Now, I know this isn't something I've necessarily talked about, but it's something I just want to jump in since Mike Vrabel thought, hey, I'm going to comment on it. I was asked about it. So figure we jump in. He said this quote, "We've been through this already in the offseason," he told reporters. "I think anytime you have more, you have to move on from a player that have been in place, that have been a part of a successful football team. It just comes down to our ability to acquire a player that we believe in strongly." Good point. And we just felt like that was the best decision to go with Julian. We're going to have two young kickers that we're going to be trying out. We'll talk about that in the next episode. And after working Julian out, I think it became evident that was probably what was best interest for this team. He has all the respect for Joe, yada, yada, yada. And if anyone knows, the two-time Super Bowl champion has already found a new job with the division rival, the Miami Dolphins. But anyways, I think he makes a strong case where he basically tells everyone, listen, this guy we feel better, much, much better about in Ashby. So moving forward, I think this is the best for our franchise. Nothing against Joe. We're moving forward. Simple, to the point. I like it. What are your thoughts? Again, not often you talk about long snappers on here, but when it's someone as tenured as him, old remnant, essentially, it's important to talk about. So anyways, Mike Vrabel talking about it. What do you think? Next up, the news coming out of rookie minicamp. Not only was Travion Henderson not in attendance, but also Terrell Williams was not there because of health concerns. Now, he was at home. And if you remember Terrell Williams, he coached with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee. Last year, he was the coach for the Detroit Lions. He was the defensive line coach and then run game coordinator. When he was with the Lions, that defensive line bolstered some great talent, but they got injured. They dealt with the injury bug, and it was rough, but he still had that off defensive line being productive for that team, helped them out down the stretch, helping them win the NFC North. They were getting insane pressure on the Minnesota Vikings and Sam Darnold, and so he has a lot to bring to the table for the New England Patriots. So it's kind of a bummer. Right now, Zach Kerr stepping in his role, kind of taking the reins as Terrell Williams is out. But the good news is this. Terrell Williams has been on Zoom. He's been available to the media. He says, I'm out of the building, but not away from the team. He is doing everything he can to still be a coach and do what he can for this franchise. That's the first big thing. The second big thing is this. Listen, I feel like a lot of times you see people in football that they're on their high horse and they would rather die on that horse than talk about maybe being vulnerable or being open. But he comes straight to the point and says, listen, I got to eat right. I got to work out. I got to take my medication. I need to listen to the doctors. Coming out and being able to say that takes a lot, because I don't think people are necessarily proud of saying like, hey, this is how I treat my body and I need to be better about it. And there is a lot of stress that comes with his job. So I think moving forward, he says, listen, I'm going to man up. I'm going to do these things and I'm going to be back in Foxborough. And so I think though it is stressful, though it is, frustrating to see, hey, this happened. And I'm not saying frustrating in the point like, dude, come on, Terrell, what the heck? But I think from his point of view, it's frustrating on him. Like, man, I should have been better with this stuff. that he's going to be able to come back. He's going to be better. And it's one of those things that regardless of where he's at, he's doing everything in his power to help this team, to help this franchise. And it's also great to see someone like Zach Kerr being able to step up as a linebackers coach and say, listen, in his absence, I'm going to step in, I'm going to take the reins. We're going to keep the intensity up and do everything that we can so that when Coach Williams comes back, we're not skipping a beat and we're ready to go. And you got to know this too. Missing out on a lot of people I've seen comment and say, listen, it's just rookie minicamp. True, but a lot of times when you're going into a rookie minicamp, you're really making a great rapport. You're making great connections with these players without everyone else being there. So again, they start to understand your coaching more in how you work and how you do things and the expectations that are set. Not saying that Zach Kerr is going to do a bad job, not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is it's like me being a teacher. When I'm a teacher, it's hard to take a personal day just because especially at the beginning of the year or a sick day, because you want to be able to be there and build the relationships with the students and set the procedure and do all these other things, because then it becomes easier and people know the expectations and you have those relationships. So it's understandably hard for Terrell, on top of the fact that he's dealing with the health stuff, that this is probably what he's thinking through. And I'm sure that's the same with a lot of your jobs too. It's hard where it's, man, no one can do my job quite like I can do my job. That's what you say. That's what I say. That's what Terrell said. And you might be saying, Aaron, no, that's stupid. I'd take off every day if I could. But anyways, the good news there coming out of rookie minicamp is the fact that he's in good spirits. He's still doing everything that he can, realizing, hey, this is what I got to change in my life, and should be back to Foxborough hopefully sooner than we think. So again, what do you guys think? The big question of the day was super simple. Out of rookie minicamp, what has been the one thing that you have seen that has been most exciting to you? I would tell you one of the most exciting things is seeing Lan Larison be able to get those reps that Travion Henderson is not, since he is not there. I love seeing that just because I think he has a lot of potential. I think he has a great chance as one of these undrafted free agents to make the team as well. CJ Dupree out of Alabama, a guy we talked about. I think he has a ton of promise as well that I'm excited to see, especially in this offense. Both Larison and Dupree, I think, have a ton of potential in a Josh McDaniels offense and can surprise a lot of people. And then you can't forget your boy Brock Lamp, playing a little tight end, playing a little fullback. Again, low man wins. Love to see it. So comment below. Tell me what you guys are thinking when it comes to rookie minicamp and what you have seen or read about that you are most excited about. Whew, man. That being said, appreciate you guys watching. On your way out, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. It'll take you 2 seconds, and we will talk later. Peace.